Happy, sexy millionaire. Become the person who truly understands what happiness and success mean. Reevaluate your priorities, reconnect with your true desires, and let go of unnecessary things and relationships. You'll understand the hedonic treadmill theory. Understand why constant pursuit of pleasure doesn't lead to lasting happiness. When it's time to quit, learn to identify the right moment to let go of unfulfilling pursuits and relationships. Why we think we are not enough. Discover the underlying reasons for self-doubt and how to overcome them. Stoic exercises. Practice Stoic exercises to clearly define and prioritize what matters most to you. Focus points. You are enough. Embrace the belief that you are inherently valuable and capable. Be grateful. Cultivate gratitude to enhance your happiness and overall well-being. Not all at once. Take life one step at a time and avoid the pressure to achieve everything simultaneously. Check your priorities. Regularly reassess your priorities to ensure they align with your true desires and values. It's time to quit. Recognize when to quit activities and relationships that no longer serve your growth. Achieving success is a marathon. Remember that true success is a long-term journey, not a quick sprint. Focus point 1. You are enough. In 2014, Los Angeles-based Jubilee Media released a video where 50 children and adults were asked what one thing about their bodies they would like to change. Adults shared that they disliked their ears, skin, and foreheads. Instead, the children said they would love to have shark teeth, mermaid tails, wings, and legs like a cheetah. While growing up, feeling the influence of social media and comparing themselves to others, people start to think that what they do, say, and feel is not enough. From this thought arises the desire to reach higher career ranks, buy more expensive things, and feel more emotions to finally experience that ephemeral happiness to which famous writers and directors dedicate their books and films. And over time, it disappears again, and people try to aim for even higher masts to feel worthy of happiness again. Realize your self-worth to get everything you want from life. But the biggest secret is that our life is a game that can consist of many combinations of happiness. So, let's look at ourselves from a different side, review our values, and decide whether we are already successful and happy by our own standards. Focus point 2. Be grateful. When do you think entrepreneur Steven Bartlett felt happiest and most grateful? When his company was valued at $200 million, or when he was young and lucky enough to collect £13 and 40 pence in loose change left on sofas in a fast food joint? While you think about the answer, consider whether you have been in a situation where such a once-desired achievement pleased you much less than you expected. By constantly upping the ante, competing with others, and thinking about the future instead of the present, many people lose the ability to appreciate what they have. Steven Bartlett felt unhappy for precisely these reasons. Having learned about an increase in the estimate of his project and feeling absolutely nothing, the entrepreneur realized something. He became so engrossed in increasing his financial fortune and building an influential company that he forgot how his greatest joy was once finding £13, with which he could buy himself food. The feeling of gratitude should not be affected by purchasing a new car or opening a new office. These steps will help you appreciate your achievements more and feel joy and gratitude when overcoming new challenges. Unfollow all bloggers and influencers who do not inspire you, but confuse you with toxic productivity and optimism. Socialize offline with real people without Instagram masks who are ready to talk about their successes and failures and support you honestly. Avoid upward social comparisons with people who grew up or developed in a different environment than yours. Such comparisons are counterproductive and force people to look for faults in themselves instead of growing, seeing their progress, and improving their strengths. If a person could do only one simple thing to increase their health and happiness, then expressing gratitude on a regular basis must be it. Steven Bartlett. Did you know? The hedonic treadmill theory considers people's ability to adapt to good and bad changes and make them part of their normal level of life satisfaction over time. Regardless of whether a person won the lottery or had a complex surgery, they will return to their usual level of happiness after a specific time. Focus point 3. Not all at once. A study conducted at Purdue University in 2018 found that when a person's annual wealth reaches a figure higher than $95,000, it ceases to affect their level of life satisfaction. Of course, you might think they must spend a lot of time and effort choosing which new house or car to buy. But actually, no. Like people with lower earnings, they are concerned about their primary purpose and the opportunity to share their success with someone close to them. Is this job their vocation? Will a soulmate appear in their life who can support and understand them? Will they be able to combine careers and relationships? These questions arise not only in their heads but also from society's side, which needs everything to be clear and binary for everyone. The inability to answer such important questions causes people to feel anxious and depressed and believe that they cannot control their own lives. Focus not on finding yourself, your ideal partner, or your job. Create them. Remember that you do not have to solve all challenging situations simultaneously and quickly, especially those directly impacting your future. Allow yourself to focus on one task for as long as you need, then move on to the next. 2 Stoic exercises can help you decide on your priorities. 1. Imagine your life without the things and people you take for granted. How would you feel if you had no friends or hobbies? What would your everyday life be like if you didn't use a car? This kind of negative visualization will help you review your routine and start appreciating what you have more, possibly eliminating what you no longer need. 2. Prepare yourself for a short period of voluntary discomfort. For example, you can give up fancy dinners, social networks, travel, or dating for a week or a month. Observe yourself. Do you enjoy other things? How does this affect your happiness? Such temporary emotional poverty will also tell you what your values are and what is no longer your priority. Focus point 4. Check your priorities. When and where did you last meet the call to find your passion? This phrase speaks to us from t-shirts in stores, inspirational TikTok reels, and books about success. It is time to determine what is wrong with this call. First, it is toxic because it leaves people with no option but to question their career, lifestyle, and relationship choices and look for ways to change their lives. Although some self-development coaches and motivational speakers find it difficult to believe, there are people in the world who are satisfied with their routines and habits. Secondly, finding a true passion does not always become a source of permanent happiness for people. After all, as in any other work, they encounter challenges, losses, and disappointments on their way. Even making pottery or training dogs can cause anxiety because these activities require a suitable target audience, solving logistical issues, and strategic planning. That's why a healthier option to find your passion is to make your work engaging. For this, you can take more initiative in the workplace to make independent decisions and be creative. Encourage the formulation of specific tasks with deadlines to track progress. Ask for feedback to understand your strengths and growth areas better. At the same time, it is essential to remain a person who interacts with others and not just sit in the office and lose sight of the outside world. After all, a working day shouldn't consist only of hours spent in front of a screen, home delivery of food, and watching TV shows, right? Because of this, people quickly lose the meaning of their activities and feel lonely. Interact with colleagues and help others grow. It will fuel your social connections and remind you of the main essence of any work, to contribute to improving people's lives. The only great person you have the possibility of becoming is the greatest version of yourself, and that is a pretty great person. Steven Bartlett. Spoiler: when you see the meaning and value of your responsibilities, notice your growth and opportunities for development, you may find that your work has turned into your passion. Change not the global world, but yourself in it. Focus point 5. It's time to quit. Have you ever noticed how often people, as a support gesture, advise each other not to give up and move on? In fact, honestly admitting that something is not working and should be abandoned is sometimes a much more important and valuable decision than following inertia. Unfortunately, nowadays, it is still rare to find discussions in which people would admit that being able to quit relationships, work, projects is also a manifestation of courage. Moreover, it is very often difficult for people to make such a decision. After all, our 1,000-year-old brain does not understand why we would leave explored, safe territory and go into the unknown, where steep landslides, predatory animals, and aggressive tribes may lie in wait. And speaking in the modern language, why quit a long-term relationship or a stable job? So, what if they haven't felt love for each other for a long time or become static in their career development? In some situations, the ability to quit indicates not weakness, but a manifestation of strength. Therefore, giving up something seemingly comfortable indicates a readiness to choose the unknown and face challenges. However, when you decide to go, it is essential to understand that the changes do not mean you will end up in conditions that are 100% better than before. If your decision makes your future 20% more successful than your previous experience, it is a win-win situation. Moreover, it may be precisely what you have been missing: a closer romantic relationship, a flexible work schedule, or the opportunity to learn from successful cases. How can you take the first step towards such serious changes? You can start with these 4 questions. Have you ever thought about leaving? Why? Is there anything you can do to change the situation? Is it worth it? The time has come to praise ourselves and the people around us for the ability to leave what no longer suits them. Let's learn to look openly into the unknown and not give up on the better future that awaits us when we become braver. Focus point 6. Achieving success is a marathon. Many people are looking for easy and simple ways to achieve success. The reasons lie in clickbait headlines like 5 Steps to Business Success, 10-second TikTok reels in which people briefly show the stages of a big project, and entrepreneurs' answers to a question about 3 books or movies that changed their lives. Therefore, people who have watched The Pursuit of Happiness or an online course on creating startups begin to feel disappointed in their plans when creating a strategic plan to develop their ideas. The real secret to success lies in constant, consistent work for many years. After all, increasing followers on social networks and searching for potential users of your product takes longer than a 2-hour movie. Success comes from doing the same small things well, again and again over time. These life hacks will help you make long-term plans. Make it a habit to regularly spend time on activities that bring you closer to your goal. Read, learn a language or a new skill like programming, or do sports steadily, month after month. No one can build muscles or learn a new language to be 2-level in 10 days. But those who achieve what they want practice regularly for a long time. Consider how this or that decision, response to an email, or lunch with potential partners may affect your plans and progress. Many of your steps, even the smallest, leave a positive or negative mark on your reputation. Don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. Many factors shape your self-beliefs: how you were raised, the media you've absorbed, and the myriad of comments from those around you, including strangers. Understanding the persistence of your beliefs is key to addressing them. To truly change them, you need to immerse yourself in new experiences and information that challenge and directly contradict your current beliefs, thereby providing solid proof against them. Don't shift the focus from your ideas and always remain in charge of your life. Believing you can steer your destiny often leads toward changing your situation when necessary. Conclusion. The path to success is based on the realization that what you do in this life and what you are interested in is enough. Everything you do in the future can increase your wealth, improve your customers' lives, and inspire others to achieve their goals. But your growth should not stem from the desire to prove to someone or yourself that you are worthy of respect, love, money, and support. You are enough. This is an axiom. Any planning should start from this point. Try this. Value your time and your now. Don't postpone your happiness for a vague future. Appreciate and make the most of the present moment. Choose your priorities. Base your priorities on internal desires and values, not external pressures or expectations. Explore Steven Bartlett's reading list. Enhance your personal growth with summaries of recommended audiobooks on Millionaire. As we conclude this journey, remember that language is magical. It connects us, bridges cultural divides, and allows us to express our deepest feelings. Let's cherish the beauty and power of language and continue to explore new audiobooks, uncovering new insights and forging meaningful connections. Stay tuned and keep on exploring knowledge on our channel Millionaire, folks. It's the key to a world of wonder and wisdom. Keep listening and incorporating the knowledge into your conversations. The more you listen, the better you speak. See you next time.